Emily, and this is Prim, and I showed her for about 2 years in 4-H, and she's won second place, first, and best of breed, and she's a silver spangled Hamburg. And today I'm going to show you a video on like the basics of showing a chicken in 4-H. So first you want to pick a chicken that is calm and easy to handle. Prim is naturally this way, as you can see, and it'd be better if you started your chicken out young, if you buy it from a chicken, then handle it daily. And yeah, okay, so before I start, I just wanted to do a disclaimer that I for sure do not know everything, but I wanted to tell you guys the tips and tricks I've learned over the years, because when I started there weren't many videos telling me how to do, so I didn't really know what to do and had to learn by trial and error. So, and every fair is different. I'm just going to tell you like the basics of how mine works, so yeah. Okay, so to begin, I'm going to show you how to start training your chicken. So most of all, you just want to carry it around daily and handle it so it can get used to being handled. Oh, sorry, there's a lot of flies around. And you want to touch them everywhere so they get used to being handled. So like spread their wings, touch their tail, their feet, their head. You want them to get used to you. And then you're gonna want to teach them how to stand on a table. They gotta stand still. You do this by just setting them down. And then if they walk away, you're gonna bring them back and do it again until they get the hang of it. Oh. And then, I'm gonna show you later, they're gonna have to go in a cage and you have to pick them up without them freaking out. And then, I'm gonna show you how to hold your chicken. So, you have your 2 fingers right here, and they go under your chicken's breast, and then your thumb and pinky hold their wings so they cannot flap away. So yeah. So to prep your chicken a couple weeks before fair to get them show ready and looking nice, you're gonna do a couple things weeks before. So if you come show this. So if they have any broke or split feathers, like see, this looks like a V, you're gonna wanna pull it out. It doesn't hurt them. And then they'll grow them back all nice and clean. And then you wanna cut their nails if they're long like this. And there's a little red part in here, you wanna make sure you don't cut that or else they'll start bleeding. So you just cut the tips off like that. And cut all their feet, of course. And then you're gonna want to cut or file their beak. See how long this is? And you just cut it. It doesn't hurt them. It's like your nails. So you have to let you do it. See? You just cut the tip off. And that's what you gotta do a couple weeks before. So the day before the show or a couple days before, you're gonna want to bathe your chicken. So you do this with, she's small, so I just use like a bucket like this size because she can fit in there nice. And you want to make sure their head doesn't go below the water. Of course, keep it above. And what you do is you do warm water in one bucket with bleach, with a little bit of bleach and a little bit of Dawn dish soap. And then in another bucket, you just have clean water to rinse them off in. And then while they're in the soapy water, you take a toothbrush and you go with the feathers like this, and you just like brush it out, and this kills any mites or fleas they might have. So you want to check under their wings because that's where they like to stay, and you just brush it and get them out. And then you'll rinse them out in the water, in the clean water, and you pat them dry with a towel so they're not soaking wet. And then you want to leave them out to air dry if it's warm out. And you don't want to, and you keep them in a clean pen so they can't get dirty. But you don't want to keep them in direct sunlight because then they might overheat. So just keep them in a nice shaded, dry area. And then if they're taking too long, you can dry them with a hair dryer. Just make sure you don't mess up their feathers. Put it on warm instead of hot. And that's it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the basic supplies you should bring for show season and pack with you. So first you need a container with whatever feed you feed your chicken. And if they eat a lot, you might need a bigger container. Then you need a waterer, and you can get bigger, smaller. This is what I use. And then we use this for the feeder, but there's things like this. There's a lot of different types, and this just hooks to the cage. Then you have baby wipes to keep them clean, nail clippers, and petroleum jelly or Vaseline. And then for show clothes, you're going to want to pack a white polo or with white or black pants. Then you need a belt, and if you have long hair, you'd put your hair up, and boots or whatever shoes you prefer. Okay, so now I'm going to show what you do the day of the show. And this over here, this guy is the rooster to her, and he's not very friendly, but we're just gonna leave him over there. So you want to wake up early and have your clothes ready the night before, and then you want to eat a nice breakfast, and don't feed your chicken the morning of the show. And then you want to make sure they're clean, so you take a baby wipe, and if they're stained anywhere, come here. If they're stained anywhere, you want to wipe it off and just make their feathers look nice. See, it comes off. And just wipe them down, and then wipe their feet if they have poop on their feet. And then make them look super nice. And then you have petroleum jelly. And this you're going to put on their feet and their combs and their wattles. So you just take a little bit. It makes it look all shiny and nice. So you go. You just put it on there, rub it all over. Makes them look shiny and nice. It also helps prevent bugs from getting on them. And then you put it on their crown too, and their little earlobe wattles right here. So I forgot to mention, on the day of the show, you want to carry your chicken around before your actual show time so they can get relaxed and calm. And you want to look over your notes on whatever facts you have, so you can remember what the judge will ask you. So now I'm going to show you the process of actually showing your bird. So you're going to walk up to a table with the judge, and he might ask you to first examine your bird. So if he asks you to do that, you want to check your chicken over for any abnormalities. So you fan out the wings, go like this. Oh, and this is not the order probably. I don't know the exact order of what you're supposed to check, but I'm just going to show you the basics. So you go check their wings, fan them out. You want to check their back saddle and check the width, and then you check under their tail like this. Check their tail feathers under here for bugs and that they have a good color. Then you check their head like this. Make sure they have good reflexes. Check their comb and their ears. Check their feet and toes. Then you turn them like this, and you check their breastbone or keel bone. It should be straight. You just check it and their undercolors. And then make sure their eyes are clear. And then you flip them like this and check their vent, that it's clean. And then he will ask you to pose your bird. So that's when you have your chicken stand, and they should just stand there all still, and you make sure they're alert looking. And then he'll have you step back, and you can correct your bird because you don't want it to fly away, but you should be able to go like this, and it should stay there. And that's it. So the judge next might ask you to pose your bird in the cage. So you have the chicken's head facing you like this, and then you open the cage, turn it around so that its head is facing the opening, place the chicken in there, and then you shut the cage. Ideally they would stand in there, but she's moving, but you'd want them to stand still. And then you turn them so their head is facing the cage again, the opening, and then you take them out and close the gate again. Okay, so the last step is usually the last step. The judge will take you off to the side by yourself or in front of everyone, and he'll ask you questions and facts about chickens. So you need to know the basics about your own chicken breed, know facts about your chicken breed, what kind your chicken is. You need to know different comb types and colors and feather types. Know special characteristics like a silkie has extra toes and blue feet, if there's anything special like that. You need to know the age of your chicken and what you feed it. And then you need to know basic chicken facts like how long it takes, how old a chicken has to be to lay eggs, how you can tell if a chicken starts laying eggs, how long it takes for an egg to hatch, and like you need to know like what color egg your chicken lays. And then you need to know basic body parts of your chicken, and that is it. Okay, so that's it, and I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions or you want me to make other videos, you can leave it in the comments. And thank you for watching. Bye.